Welcome to Misadventures with Laura Silver. Of Laura Silver. Fuck that up. It's a game. It's about a It's not Jenny Clue Detective-oo. It's something much different. So we're gonna look into that while I blow my nose. Very sensually. Here we go. I know nothing about this fucking game. It was given to us and I don't... Oh my god, my ears! We're just gonna smudge that down a little bit. Cooper. What is the name of the river in Pilsen? Radbuza, Miss Silver. That's the one. There were two fishermen on their boats fishing on that river. Then they noticed a corpse approaching them. How could a corpse approach them? It is being dragged by the current. I see. That's really loud. Is that loud? Then the fisherman pulled the body over the boat. It was a drowned man. And while they were debating on what to do with it, the corpse suddenly came alive and attacked them. One of the fishermen charged this being only to be killed right after. The other fisherman jumped into the water trying to escape. He couldn't, though. The vodnik caught up with him. What's a vodnik? What is a vodnik? What? It's from Slavic mythology. It's a water spirit. That's so scary. I love it. Anyway. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that the beast is a vodnik, and the one we were looking for. You should have told me earlier, Miss Silver. Anyway, the vodnik pulled him underwater, and just as he was about to trap the fisherman's soul into one of his jars, the old man unsheathed his knife and stabbed the vodnik. Who was this old man, Miss Silver? The fisherman. I see. The stab bewildered the vodnik, and so the old man could run away. This is how we were able to hear of the incident. Sorry to interrupt, Miss Silver, but should I turn right here? The car rocks as Cooper drives over a piece of stone. Excuse me if I'm being rude, but as far as I can see, you aren't looking at the map. I memorized it. Please continue your story, Miss Silver. I was wondering something, actually. What is it? I forgot what the vodnik was supposed to store those guys' souls in. I thought you said jars. That was improvised. Oh. So you might store them in other things, too. Like cups? Whatever they are. Do you want me to explain further? Of course, Miss Silver. So he's a mystical beast who kills people and stores their souls in cups or something. Plays the violin to lure people to him. Like a siren, but with violin. He also stated that he likes to craft his jars in the best way possible. We're dealing with an immortal sea spirit who is an artisan then. You can say that. So... first glance, he seems like another story for scared children with. You can find the variation of it wherever you go, like Black Annis or the Great Vampire Camilla. Black Annis used to scare me a lot. Anyway, in Czechoslovakia, there was a similar bedtime story, and a similar bedtime story is based on this sea monster. But our job isn't investigating a bedtime story. The vodnik is as real as you and me. A few months ago, it attacked a fishing boat. You know the details, even though it sounds rather hard to believe. Carrot herself has talked to the other fishermen who witnessed the incident, so we can believe in the credibility of the source. Carrot has Skoda with taking care of the tasked Skoda with taking care of the issue, but there's been no proper report coming from them. He also stated that he would have. It's a little bit weird with the background. I can't always read it. Give us the details about the mission, though I wonder what kind of detail we're speaking of here. Skoda? Skoda from Foreign Affairs? I guess. When did Mr. Skoda get transferred here? He's been here for almost half a year. He's a man known for his laziness. I doubt that he even tried working on the case. Mr. Skoda's a diligent man, Miss Silver. I disagree with your claim. Are we talking about the same Skoda? Can't exactly say that we have an abundance of employees. I believe there's only one Skoda working in the bureau. Just to be sure, you're talking about Zeven Skoda, right? Yes. Take your list out. Take a glance at my list. Doesn't say anything about Vodnik, except for his name. Even though I tried many times to make sense of the scribble, the name written here is unreadable. What are you looking at, Miss Silver? It'd take a long time to explain. I think we have time. You know what we're doing at a different job compared to Skoda's. He's a stationary officer in Czechoslovakia, while we are on a mobile task force. Yes. I shake the list in my hand. At least our task, and this list is our task, a list of beings I should take care of. There are ghosts, beasts, vampires, spirits, and many more in here. Did Miss Carrot give you that? Well, no. Then who did? A being that grants wishes. Let's call him a semi-official affiliate. Kind of being. You shouldn't know about this. It's best if I don't tell him anything else. No one that you're familiar with. He doesn't answer. This is so freaking cute. I cannot. This is such good character design. I love it. Beginning Czechoslovakian Republic, 1935, town of Paris, something. So this is our hotel. Even though I'm relieved we could find one in the season, I can't deny the fact that it looks small and run down. I open the back door and get my luggage, while Cooper takes his ridiculously normal suitcase. Maybe we shouldn't have dismissed how heavy the luggage would be when we decided to disguise ourselves as filmmakers. Shall we go in now? Cooper opens the main door to the hotel, and I leave my luggage on the polished wooden floor next to the reception desk. Closes the door behind us. Cooper joins me at the reception desk. It seems the receptionist hasn't noticed us. He is writing something in a notebook. Miss Silver, I can carry your luggage through your room if you like. No need, Cooper. That's the job of a bellboy, not yours. Miss Silver, I think the bellboys are sleeping at this hour. We know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. Hey, Perot. Hey, Sheldon. An Irish priest is driving along a country road and the police pull him over. They smell alcohol in the priest's breath. Have you been drinking? Just water, says the priest. The cop replies, then why do I smell wine? The priest says, good Lord, he's done it again. Why? Tap my fingers on the desk, staring at the man behind it. He doesn't look this way at all. The man behind the desk finally looks at my face with baleful eyes that look like they haven't been closed for a century. Oh my god, oh. You can't find any hotel which hires bellboys at this time of the year. We're off season. Cooper tenses up, quickly checking my face to see if I am angry. Do you have a reservation? Know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. Cooper checks his watch again. Deeply sorry for bothering you at this hour when you'd certainly feel better lying down in bed. You have a reservation. Cooper seems dumbfounded by the repeated question. The receptionist seemingly ignores his heartfelt apology. Has Mr. Skoda booked in any room for us? The man behind the desk sits up, his eyes shining. Is even Skoda, you say? Yes. He tries to find something in the desk, opening one drawer after another. You two must be filmmakers Skoda mentioned. Then your names, please. Exactly so. My name is Orwell Cooper. Laura Silver. As he's searching, I start tapping my foot on the floor. Cooper nervously smiles at my demonstration of impatience. He finally finds what we're searching for and starts looking through the newfound notebook. I can clearly read Laura Silver and Orwell Cooper here. My last name is most likely mistook because I'm working with a person blessed with the surname Silver. The man behind the desk shows us the notebook. We're Silver and Orwell Cooper, or Copper. He also mistook my name, apparently. Skoda firmly instructed me that these were the people he had booked the rooms for. Truth be told, you sound like a bad copy of a hypothetical Orwell Copper. As Cooper gasps, the man behind the desk shakes my hand. Welcome to the Hotel Pavla, Miss Silver. I'm Jindrik Chalupnik. Nice to meet you. I nod while he hands me the room key. Wait, what about me? Looks like we'll have to wait until Mr. Skoda clears this misunderstanding. Or you can admit that you're not the copper written here. Cooper looks at me, his expression as helpless as he could be. He probably wants to go sleep during these wee hours in the morning. Miss Silver, isn't there anything? Aren't you going to say anything? It's not my business. It's not my business. Miss Silver! One would accept Chief Detective to be more careful about giving the right name, but life keeps surprising me in the best ways. This commotion is troublesome, but the exploring area into the morning might be advantage. Mr. Cooper, if you were a co-worker of Mr. Skoda, you'd understand his sensitivity about this issue. I'm starting to become suspicious of this man's suspicion. Hey, Richard Mickey. Cooper and I exchange looks. I point Chalupnik with my eyes, urging him to speak. It would be weird if he didn't defend himself. I understand, of course. However, I think you'd also understand that my name is prone to being misspelled. Furthermore, Mr. Skoda wouldn't want his coworker to be treated as a suspect, so can you please give me my keys, sir? Chalupnik stares at Cooper. Mr. Cooper. He squints. Can't let you in, no matter what you say. I can't believe this man is still resisting. At this point, I just want the conversation to end. We exchange looks again with Cooper. So do cooperate and stay here until Skoda comes down in the morning. Cooper looks like he wants to reply, but reluctantly nods. He has lost the battle of domination. I take my disappointment along with my suitcase and turn right towards the stairs. Miss Silver! I'll be back after I leave my suitcase. We can then continue our work. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. So? Cooper stops talking to me, his eyes locked on something behind. I hear footsteps approaching the footsteps that are coming down the stairs. I turn to the right and see Skoda. He eyes us for a while, his expression not changing one bit. You woke me up. Skoda, are you implying that the walls here are thin? If you're going to brag about your hotel has the most soundproof walls in all of Czechoslovakia, I'd rather not. Won't count as bragging if it's the truth, young man. Is he cranky because he woke him up? Though it would be troublesome if someone hears us talking about the job through these thin walls. Skoda, now that you're here, help us fix the problem with the copper man. Hey, Jimmy. I recognize the art style. I wonder if there's an A+ patch or if it's generic shoujo style. I think I don't think it's a patch, if that's what you're asking. Mr. Skoda, please tell me, Mr. Chalupnik, that I am the person our boss mentioned in the telegram. He's the person our boss mentioned in the telegram. Okay. Chalupnik hands Cooper a room key and shakes his hand. References at 8:30 a.m. It'll be served on this floor. Isn't Skoda the only guest in the hotel? It's Hotel Pavla for you. We keep the hotel in top condition, even if only one person is staying at the hotel. I'm more of a resident than a customer, though. We've grown close to each other. Am I right, Skoda? Yeah, surely. Oh, God. I'll be showing them to their room, then. Thank you. Follow me, Copper, Silver. It's Cooper, Mr. Skoda. Keep that in mind, pardon me. Nice to meet you again, Silver. Reaches out the hand and I shake it. Carrot is mentioned a lot during the meetings. Could you tell us why we're here? Carrot wrote in her telegram that we're going to learn the details of her investigation from you. Skoda hands me an envelope. The envelope is open. He didn't even bother to hide the fact that he has opened it before. I stare at him. He's being suspicious. Carrot has written that you have some business with a weird man. Such indecency. You shouldn't be open to people, or you shouldn't open people's letters like that, Mr. Skoda. Skoda smiles. There shouldn't be any secrets between the employees of the bureau. It makes me wonder, why is Carrot sending you here and there for special cases? It's none of your business. I haven't received any information from the bureau about Vodnik of Pilsen for 3 months, but the Carrot sent me a letter to hand over to you. Isn't it odd? Why are you getting exclusive access to the information? I should be dealing with this man mentioned in the letter, not you. He's right. He's the one who chose the business in Czechoslovakia. He looks like the guy from what is the anime called? The Attack on Titan. He's right. He's the one in charge of business in Czechoslovakia. Levy, yes. Why would she want you to come all the way here? I don't understand that. Look, Skoda. I reach for my gun in the left pocket of my jacket. Cooper pulls me by the arm. Miss Silver! What? Can't you just stay calm for a second? I think we are already calm. Both were reaching for your guns, for God's sake. Put your hands down. Skoda smiles while showing Copper his hands. I remove my hand from my pocket. Cooper flashes me an appreciative smile. Mr. Skoda, we're all very tired. It's best if we talk about this tomorrow. He looks up, thinking. Silver is also very aggressive because we have been traveling since yesterday morning. I open the stream and you pull out a gun. Exactly. Oh, wait. I am having Korean army stew and I'm so happy. What the fuck is that? That sounds awesome. I love it. I wasn't being aggressive. I was only arguing because he read my mail. Cooper continues. I mean, it's only normal that we are showing our worst sides. Let's talk about this at breakfast after we wake up. Skoda crosses his arms. I will definitely come back to this topic tomorrow morning. Don't come back. I'll be up around 9 a.m. See you at breakfast then. Breakfast is at 8:30. Have a good night, Mr. Skoda. To Cooper. Skoda goes inside his room. I hear the click of the door lock. Finally. Miss Silver, he may still hear you. I shrug. You can't fix everything by pulling your gun out, Miss Silver. I can. Yes, I can. Cooper looks down. So, should we look inside the envelope? Sure, Miss Silver. My dearest Laura, I hope you're doing well in Pilsen. I got some information on Emil Vodnik by a little trip to Bureau's secret archives and some interrogations. Copies of the documents I found are inside the envelope. I would love to hear from you at the end of your mission. Write me a report when you're done, alright? Don't strain your body and take care of yourself. Please try to sleep more, honey. Sincerely, Carrot. What? Honey? Honey? No wonder why Skoda thinks I'm being pampered by Carrot. You're not being pampered. I think she only wants you to take care of your health. All hail gun. All hail gun. You are going to continue your investigation in the wee hours of the morning, Miss Silver. I don't think it's a good idea. I can imagine without sleep. It's an order from our employer that you shouldn't forget to sleep. Not an order. It's a request. I shrug open the document. The Vodnik appears as a humanoid beast with frog-like face and green hair, with his body covered in algae and mud. His eyes are wet. His hands are webbed, and his eyes are color red. Local drownings are said to be his work. After drowning people, he stores their souls in handmade cups. He was right. The ones who saw him work as his cups have informed us of his collection. God fucking damn it. Can shapeshift into liquid form? What? Used to be a toy maker. Okay. It's noodles, kimchi, rice, cakes, tofu, sausage, hot pepper paste, green onion, soy sauce, chili peppers, and beans. So when are you bringing it over? I want in on that wing. I I folded the document and put it into my pocket. Miss Silver, we should be here, or let everyone in the hotel know that they should be wearing when handling water. We should have asked Skoda if he told anyone about it. But we still can. He knocks on Skoda's door. Mr. Skoda, it's me, Cooper. Could you open the door, please? No answer. Mr. Skoda, we have to ask you something. I haven't told anyone anything about the water issue. Leave me alone. Oh, all right. Have a good night, Mr. Skoda. So, Miss Silver, I'll let Mr. Chulupnik know. You seemed eager to go to bed, though. I'm sure our safety is more important than 20 minutes of sleep. He smiles brightly. However, Miss Silver, you should get your room and sleep while I'm on that. Even though I'll be in my room, I doubt that I'll be sleeping. I doubt that. Miss Carrot did ask you to do that, though. I believe you're a person who takes the commands very seriously. Fine, I'll be in my room. Miss Silver, before I leave, tell me what your room number is. 102. Looks like your room is right next to Mr. Skoda's. Yeah. Mine is 107, so I'll be right across. If you need anything in the middle of the night, you can knock on the door, Miss Silver. Wait, Cooper, yes? What are you going to tell Mr. Chulupnik? I'll tell him that the water got infected and people advised us not to use the tap. That doesn't sound realistic. What should I tell him then? Maybe... Yes, Miss Silver? I think we should go find the water tank and close the valves that are connected to the external pipes. If I tell Mr. Chulupnik the water is cut off in the whole of Pilsen, they won't check the water tank. What is it, Cooper? I don't know if it's right to barge into the boiler room of a building we just entered. It's for the safety of the hotel staff, so it's justified. Right. Now, do we know where the boiler room is? I think that we should search the ground floor, or the basement if possible. I wonder if we can reach there without attracting Chulupnik's attention. Miss Silver? Yes? You mentioned that you had back pain while you were in the car, and you are also clearly tired. Yes? So maybe you should go into your room and rest. I'll close the valves. Will you really do that for me? Sure. Too kind, Cooper. Have a good night, Miss Silver. Cooper, knock on my door when you're done. Check if the water is off. Alright, I'll see you in a moment then. Cooper waves at me as I open the door to my room. I take my hat off. Now let's see if there's anything suspicious in here. Oh. Table. I could take a look at the observations and notes, if I had any. What if a group of creatures set an ambush inside this closet? Slowly open the closet. It's safe. It's windy. I would like to stay here. The night is cold as my soul. But is there a flower pot in the balcony? Those violets will die in this weather. I want to take a look at the room before going in there. Alright. Sleep? Not now. I must check the room first. Hear a knock on the door. Yes, Cooper. I closed all the valves. Faster than expected. I'll go to my room and check them as well. Good night again, Miss Silver. I nod. I should check the taps to see if Cooper was successful. Push the bathroom door. Huh? It's not opening. Pull the door, surprised at how it opens. Why would a bathroom door open outwards anyway? That's really weird. Oh wait, no, ours does that. Our bathroom door opens outwards. I open the tap, only a few droplets of water drip. That's a relief. Other than that, it's a sink. Nothing more, nothing less. Could you imagine having to take a shit? And the faucet on, only a few drops of water come out. Cooper's done a good job. Document I got from Karen in the notebook. I would rather spend the night interrogating Chulupnik and employees, but I don't want to draw attention to myself. Our disguised as filmmakers will help us gather information without attracting suspicion. Chulupnik seems eager to be suspicious of us as always. I wonder if Skoda let something slip out about our job. Well, in any case, it seems like I don't have a choice to sleep. Oh. I've always thought it's a useful thing to sleep with one eye open. What was that? There's a sound coming from the balcony. I throw off my blanket and turning towards the balcony door. I get up, grabbing my gun from the table. Press my back against the wall, standing right next to the balcony door. I can never be too cautious. I take a deep breath, Silver. I take a deep breath. Silver, on the count of 3, you're going to pull the door balcony open. 1, 2, show yourself. No one is there. I noticed the plant pot on the railing was nowhere to be found. Fall because of the wind? I saw it closing the balcony door behind me. Why does it have to be so cold? Put my coat on and hat on. Checking my pocket watch, I notice it's already 8:30. Better get downstairs and meet Cooper instead of aiming my gun at missing pots. I notice a girl running up the corridor. When she sees me, she looks up at me with tears in her eyes. You, the lady with the dead person hair. I believe that's me. Yes, I approach her. Are you the one who took my gloves? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you around here before. You look suspicious. That means I don't know what you're talking about. But who are you? Who are you? You said it yourself. I'm the lady with the dead person hair. She pouts. Fair enough. I'm Pavla. The hotel's name is Pavla. I assume she's related to Mr. Cholupnik. Possibly his daughter. Oh my god, it's so loud. Just gonna... Is it even making a difference? Did you lose your gloves, Pavla? Or maybe she was born here and was left to die. Then Mr. Cholupnik found her and named her after the hotel. Or she's a shapeshifter who decides to name herself after the hotel to fool me. Oh my god. Miss, someone played a trick on my gloves to steal them. Did you do it? I don't want to deal with this. Miss Silver, good morning. Cooper comes to the rescue. Who is this young lady? She might be the daughter of Mr. Cholupnik. Are you the one who took my gloves, Carrot Head? He laughs. I don't know what you're talking about, young lady. Then it's Miss Deadhair. Why do you believe Mr. Carrot Head is innocent? You look more suspicious. You did it. That's not very intelligent of you. Miss Silver. Cooper looks at me anxiously. I can't believe you said that to a child, Miss Silver. What if I did? Ah! She starts crying. This is the last thing I want to deal with right now. I should have kept my mouth shut. Cooper crouches down. Miss Cholupnik? Takes out a notebook from his side pocket. Miss Cholupnik, I think I can help you. What? Do you mind telling me what your gloves look like, Miss Cholupnik? They are black? Cooper scrawls something on the notebook. What is he doing? How long were they? She points to her wrist while sniffing. They came up to here. They had floral patterns inside too. See. How old are you? 6.5? And they are bigger than my hands. Papa said I could wear them when I grow up too. Cooper shows the note to Pavla. Do they look like this? Yes. Cooper stands up, he puts the notebook away before I take a look at it. We'll be working on finding them, Miss Cholupnik. You find who took them too? Of course. Really? Yeah, after all, where? Cooper looks at me for confirmation. We just tell a little girl that we're detectives, right? We're researchers. Nice safes. Over. Pavla glares at me. I feel like she would murder me if she wasn't so tiny. Can you find my gloves or not? Are you going downstairs to see your father, Pavla? She nods. Let's go downstairs together. We want to talk to Mr. Cholupnik too. Mr. Cholupnik is sitting at the reception desk as usual. I hope he doesn't find out that I made his daughter cry. Good morning, precious metals. Good morning, Mr. Cholupnik. Pavla runs down the stairs, pushing Cooper aside. Cooper tries to regain his balance by holding onto the banister. Pavla? Papa? Cholupnik's eyes brighten as he lifts Pavla up and twirls her around in the air. Pavla's shrill laughter hurts my ears. Good morning, my dearest. Good morning. Is everything all right, Pavla? You look upset. I am. The new customers upset me. I couldn't hear you well. Can you repeat that a bit louder, dear? Fortunately, Pavla's voice is quite audible. Didn't like the new customers. Especially that lady with the dead hair. I think she might be the one who stole my gloves. What? I told you I didn't do it, you nails on chalkboard voice little... Miss Silver? Cooper looks at me with the same anxious expression on my face. Fine. I shouldn't get aggressive for what the child says. Silver, what is the explanation of this? I don't know. It seems like I take joy from stealing from random kids. Random kids? My dearest Pavla is not a random kid. Pavla is cocking a snook at me. What's a snook? I'm trying hard not to strangle you, kid. Now, Mr. Cholupnik. And let's not get mad. Cholupnik crosses his arms and stares at me. He's doing something with his eyes. Is he winking at me? I see. He's doing this as an act to please his daughter. He'll be searching for your daughter's gloves in the entire hotel. We talked to Mr. Chalupnik a little while ago. Please take a look at this, Mr. Chalupnik. Looks like Cooper hasn't noticed this Chalupnik little act. He takes his notebook out and points to the page that he scrolled some stuff on. The orange Mr. drew my gloves, Papa. He's done a marvelous job indeed. I got ginger ale. Nice. Draw. Take a look at Cooper's notebook. He has done a decent job. Maybe we could draw the beasts we are dealing with. That way we would have more information about the report we mail out to Carrot. I like the orange, mister. But Miss Deadhair is so lame. You're the one who's lame. What did Silver do to you, Pablo? She called me stupid. I just thought you should use some deductive reasoning if you're going to blame someone. Deductive reasoning. Pavla hides behind Chalupnik. Silver, you either do your job instead of arguing with children, or I'll make you pay for it. Papa, that's not enough. Threaten her with kicking her out. Looks like she's a scaredy cat act. Earlier, it was a plan on getting her father's attention, the worst kind of kid. You sure, honey? Pavla nods. Silver, you either do your job instead of arguing with children, or you're sleeping at another hotel tonight. Pavla cocks me a snook again. See if you can find one better than Hotel Pavla, dead hair. I don't know if there are any hotels nearby. I don't want to sleep on the street tonight, that's for sure. Chalupnik winks at me again with rather sad face this time. I believe he wants me to apologize. Apologize. Sorry, Pavla. Didn't you hear me? We'll be fine if you find the one who stole my gloves. I decided to take out my notebook. Now then, when did you lose them? I think you meant, when did they get stolen? When did they get stolen? Just now. They went out the door, huh? Gloves started hovering, and then they opened the door and flew out. Are you sure you didn't imagine that? Yes. And when did that happen exactly? A little while ago. I ran after the gloves, but they disappeared into thin air. I see. You don't believe me, do you, dead-haired miss? I do. You don't look like you do. I really do. It's because you don't want to sleep on the street tonight, right? No, Pavla, I really do believe you. Miss Silver, is there a way the Vodnik is inside the hotel? Even if the Vodnik was inside the hotel, I doubt he would possess gloves like that. Maybe it was just her imagination running wild. I hope so. I don't want to deal with anything else, let alone a ghost. Chalupnik straightened up for a moment when I said ghost. Ghosts? Ghosts might possess the gloves. I think Pavla imagined it, Miss Silver. Papa, do you think it was? Chalupnik takes Pavla's hand. Now, my angel, shall we search the hotel together? Okay, but only if you can carry me on my shoulders. On your shoulders. Sure. Just wait a bit, darling. Chalupnik comes up to us rather menacingly, looks over Cooper. He's talking in a low tone now. He doesn't want Pavla to hear. I can't sense any friendliness in his voice. See that you don't want to waste any time on this. I get it. However, don't make things up like that. Pavla is a girl who's almost always scared of very little thing. She's not very strong. She even thinks that she sees her mother's ghost from time to time. We all know ghosts aren't real. Mr. Chalupnik, we're deeply sorry. God damn it. Why are you always apologizing? I hear you mention ghosts or nonsense around my child again. I won't let you get out of here in one piece. You hear me? Jesus. I nod. Chalupnik lifts Pavla on his shoulders and leaves the lobby. It wouldn't be possible for a man to get his height to be able to carry someone on his shoulders. The ceiling of the hotel wasn't so high. I sit on one of the couches in the lobby. This conversation was drained me. Cooper said, standing. Did he just threaten us? Yeah, we're losing some of our limbs if we're talking about you-know-what again. Let's just finish the job quickly as possible and leave this place. I wonder what happened to Mr. Chalupnik's wife. She died? I believe this is the reason why he spoils Pavla so much. Even though she's spoiled, I think you did well. I think you're being optimistic, Cooper. He smiles. So, shall we go to the dining hall? I don't want to sit there. Oh, why, Miss Silver? Because there'll only be us in the huge place. Isn't that a bit? Don't tell me you're being shy. Hell air. hello. I noticed that you two were taking your time coming into the dining hall, so I decided I should come here to greet both of you. Judging from the appearance, he seems like he is the cook. Well, he doesn't take a detective to see. Wait. He has a knife. He has a knife! Reach for a gun, he has a knife! I reach for my gun in the left pocket of my jacket. Cooper grabs my arm. Miss Silver, what are you doing? He has a knife, can't you see? Do you want to wait until he butchers us? Wait, do I have a knife? The cook smiles. I'll leave this back in the kitchen. Just a moment. What's so funny about this? He returns to the kitchen, leaving me and Cooper behind. Silver, you can't just reach for your gun whenever something unexpected happens. He's the cook. Of course he will have a knife. Having a knife doesn't justify him for approaching us with it. Please relax a bit, Miss Silver. No one is trying to harm you here. I think you forgot how Chalupnik treated us a while ago. Because his daughter fears that he's coming. Shush. Mr. Cook returns, this time with no knife in his hand. Hello again. I was cutting some potatoes when I heard you two. Approach without thinking twice. Having a knife in my hand to scare people off. Silly me. It's no problem. It is a problem. I fucking love her. Then shall we take it from the beginning? Sure. I don't trust this cook fellow. He has access to all sorts of cutlery. I don't feel safe around him. Not to mention he might have poisoned the food too. Where were we again? All right. Laura's just casually revealing she has a gun every chance she has. I noticed you both were talking at your time coming to the dining hall, so I decided I should come and greet you both of you. We were just talking about going into the dining hall. I heard the lady here is a little bit anxious about it. I still am. He stretches out one hand to me and his other hand to Cooper. I'm Willem. Nice to meet you both. Shake it. I see Cooper doing the same with Willem's other hand. Is Willem his surname or his name? Or Silver? Or about Cooper? Nice to meet you, Mr. How would you like to address you? Cooper, of course, wouldn't be content with calling someone just met by their first name. Willem's fine. And how should I call you? I think I'd be more comfortable if I could address you with your surname. That's a shame. Then you should have to learn that I'm related to that heartless Zivan Skoda. See, is Skoda's brother? Now that I think of it, they do look alike. Before you make any assumptions, I'm his cousin. Is this why Skoda picked this hotel? Oh. I hope you'll be alright with me calling you Mr. Willem, then. You should have gone with the joyful Skoda. At least you aren't like Chalupnik. He tried to call me Zivan Skoda the Black when he switched to Skoda the Second. Sounds a bit like an Epicura when you put it like that. Right, Skoda is a great surname with a great sound. My only concern about it is that I'm sharing it with... His expression sours as he points upstairs. Possibly at Skoda's room. You know, that's odd. Oh my god. Is it right for you to talk about customers like that? Jesus. He's my cousin, first and foremost. Being a customer comes later, though. Though nothing changes the fact that he is a slob. Cooper seems concerned. Maybe we should wake him up. You heard him last night. He doesn't look like the type to appreciate the wake-up call. Forget about him already. Cooper, I bet you're not comfortable with standing here like that. Why don't you sit down in the Silver? What about you, Mr. Willem? You can serve breakfast here if you'd like. It'll be nice and cozy. It won't take long. You don't have to. We can eat at the dining room, which is fine. I insist. It would be like having a picnic in the lobby. Do sit down, though. I get tired watching you stand. Cooper acquiesces and sits on the couch. Don't be such a stranger. There are only 7 people in the hotel. We should get familiar. I'm taking you to Silver. Talking to you too, Silver. I'm relaxed enough. Okay. One thing. We need to switch after this. Because my voice is going. There's a lot of reading. Are you sure? You still look pretty tense to me. I'm relaxed. That's so. Well then, let me hear you order nice and clear. Tea's fine. Do you have any Earl Brown? Earl Brown? Silver. Maybe you mean Earl Grey? I know what I said. Brown sounds mediocre for the name of an Earl. Personally, I wouldn't make someone named Brown an Earl. He's talking too much. Fine. Earl Grey it is. I can't believe they don't know about Earl Brown. What? What is Earl Brown? What about you, Cooper? I'd like some tea too. Nothing to eat. It's British culture that you don't have breakfast in the morning. We do have a rich breakfast culture, but Cooper stops and stares down. I just have a bad feeling inside. I don't think I can eat. Bad feeling? I can brew you some herbal tea if you're feeling unwell. What is Earl Brown? What is Earl Brown? It's not because of that. It's more of an instinct. I feel like bad things are going to happen. It's why I've lost my appetite. Interesting. 3 customers in the hotel and the two that I want to serve don't want anything. He seems disappointed. Are you really sure you'll only want tea? I nod. Tea it is then. Mr. Verlem. What is it, Cooper? We heard on our way here that a problem with the waterworks. It looks like the water will be cut off at least a few days. Really? I wonder if anyone in the town considered letting us know about it. It's a good thing I've been using the water from the tank, but he stops speaking and turns to look behind us. Turn 2, there's a maid coming out of the restroom with a bucket in her hand. Lem looks back at us with a smile. Have you two met Blanca? Have you, Miss Silver? No. Lem lifts one hand up and calls. Blanca, the maid, smiles at him and puts the bucket on the ground before she starts walking. When she approaches, she greets us. Welcome to the Hotel Pavla. She's the maid of this place. Have a little chit-chat with her while bringing your tea. See you. Alright. Yeah, that's where we'll stop for this game.